Hey, good morning, good morning. I wanted to do a YouTube video. For those of you who are telling me, I've heard this several times in the past little bit, I'm going to the gym, I have a gym membership, but I'm totally intimidated. I don't know what to do, so I just end up doing cardio the whole time. And I know, Terry, you've told me I need strength training in my life, but it's really nervous in there. So what I wanted to do was do a quick, maybe like 10-minute video and treat you as if you're brand new to the gym. So if you're watching this video and you've been at the gym for a while, this video might irritate you. So I suggest you exit and maybe look at a different one. But if you're brand new to the gym, you just started going, you don't know a lot about exercise, but you know strength training needs to be important in your life and you want to make it a priority, this video is for you. So what I'm going to do is just remind you of a couple things. Most people at the gym are not worried about what you're doing. They're very conscientious about what they're doing. Many of the people there are really lost and absorbed in their own world anyhow. And also many of the people that are there are also feeling much like you, self-conscious and nervous. So my biggest thing that I tell my girls is go in there, put your shoulders back, act like you are a bad A, because you are, and just put your headphones in. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to teach you how to go to a machine and kind of park it there, okay? So you're gonna go to this machine that I have behind me. It won't look exactly the same, but it'll be what I refer to as a corner cable unit. It won't have that bar on the front that mine has because mine's really cool. But it will have like these cable attachments that you can move around. So I'm gonna just teach you a little bit about that and then show you a circuit that you can do on there. I'm only gonna do 5 reps of everything. That means I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like say I'm doing like a bicep curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means I just did 5 repetitions of it, or 5 reps. So I'm only gonna do 5 reps for the purpose of this video, but when you're on your own, it would be better to maybe do like 10 or 15. Use a weight that you can do 10 or 15 repetitions with, okay? I'm also only gonna do 1 set on this video. So if you're so nervous that you really want to just have me in your ear, then just push stop when it's over and then go back to where I start the exercise. So I will talk a little bit less once I start, but I want to really give you some good cueing form, some good form cues so that you are getting the most bang for your buck, you don't get hurt, and so that you feel really confident with what you're doing, okay? So what we're going to start with, because I'm getting old, I have to give my knees a minute here to wake back up. Okay, so what we're gonna start with on this corner cable unit is I want you to know that you can move these arms. It may look different than mine. It may have like a long arm you can move, but there's a little pull-out thing that you'll pull, and then you can set it for a midline exercise, a high exercise, or where I had just put it down was low. You just kind of have to like pull out on the little doohickey and move it. You do not look stupid if you don't know exactly how to do that. Everybody plays with it. I've been in the gym consistently for 10 years, and if I go to a new gym and use a new piece of equipment, it takes me a little while to figure out how to use it, and I don't care if someone thinks I look stupid because I am not stupid, and neither are you, okay? So that moves. The other nice thing is that if you have to do, for example, maybe like a seated row, there's all kinds of these handle attachments all over the gym. Usually they have like a little box of them, or sometimes if they're a messy gym, they just have them like laying around. But anywhere you find something that has an attachment like this, you can use it for the cable unit. And if it's over by someone else, but they're not using it, go take it. Just go say, hey, are you using this? Or another common question in the gym is, someone's on my machine and I don't know what to do next. You are always welcome to go up to someone who's on a machine and say, hey, do you mind if I work in with you? That's a very common thing to say in the gym. That's very good gym etiquette, and they don't think you're weird. If they do think that you are weird, they know less about the gym than you do, and you need to just feel like empowered by that, okay? So I'm gonna move this handle down to the bottom because I'm going to use it for a seated row to demonstrate for you. That's a back exercise. So that's what I'm gonna do first. Also, just so you know, this is called a rope extension. This is called a straight bar. And this bad boy is just called like a handle, okay? If you're doing an exercise where you're doing 2 things, you wanna make sure your handles match. I think that might not be a gym thing. That might be a Terry has OCD thing. I'm not really sure, but I cannot take it to have 2 different handles in my hands. That's a very big no-no for me. Maybe it doesn't bother other people, but it does me. So I don't use two handles that are different. Just a thing I have. And again, you can just toss this somewhere near where you're at, okay? So I'm gonna attach this to my bottom attachment. I'm gonna go lighter than I think I need. So I'm just gonna use like maybe 2 plates down from the top. When I first go to get my weight, I want you to know every machine is super different. So you could pick a weight and go try to pull it, and it'll be way too heavy for you, you won't even be able to move it. Again, not a big deal. That happens to me when I go to a new gym now too. You just don't know how the pulley system works. So even though that says 40 pounds, and I know full well I can lift 40 pounds, it could be different because of the way the pulley system works and removes weight from that actual stack. So there is no shame in trying and having it not work and reevaluating. So for me, I know nothing about the gym, and I'm gonna do a seated row because trainer Terry said, do a seated row, and I hardly know what she's talking about. So I'm just gonna put it on 40. I'm gonna go ahead and come in front of the cable. I'm gonna grab the bar, and I always just make sure and tighten my core, like brace myself, because I don't wanna just like pull something out of socket. So I have myself braced, and what I'm gonna do here is pull the bar right below my chest. Elbows are pretty close to my body, and then I'm just gonna keep pulling back. I'm gonna extend, very slow motion. It's not fast. Nothing should really be done too fast with weightlifting. So that's 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So because I'm in this little area and I know that I don't want to move around a lot because I'm new to the gym, I don't want to be nervous, the next thing that I'm going to have you do is do a knee push-up. So you're going to be in this area, you don't have to move at all. You're going to be on your knees, and you're just going to come all the way down, slowly lowering your body, keeping your neck in a neutral position. I'm actually going to pick my hands up, and then I'm going to push myself back up. 1. And for many of you, that one might be too difficult, and that's no problem. If it is, I just want you to stand up from that position, and I want you to go find a wall, and I want you to do the push-up on the wall. I'm not gonna demonstrate that now because I don't have someone to move my camera for me. So I did a seated row for my back muscles. I just did a chest press for my, I just did a push-up for my chest muscles. And now I'm gonna do a tricep move. So I'm gonna work the back of my arms. Everyone always wants to work the back of their arms. So I could use this rope, or I could use that straight bar. But because I don't want to move things this whole time, I'm just going to use a rope. It's already attached, and it's going to work my tricep. So I'm going to face you this way, but if I was doing it on my own and you weren't watching me on camera, I would do it this way. So I'm going to demonstrate both. So this is what you'll look like in the gym. Ooh, that's way too heavy. Adjust your weight to the lightest weight available so that you know you can lift it. I'm going to lock my elbows at my sides. I'm gonna come down to my booty kind of, and I'm squeezing the back of my arms as I do this motion. Okay, so that was 3 so you can see from behind. That's what you're gonna look like. But because I want you to be able to see me, I'm gonna make myself a bit uncomfortable here. So I'm going to lock my elbows at my side. Again, this rope should not be that close to your face. It's only because I'm trying to show this to you, okay? So in the gym, the rope should not be that close to your face. So I'm going from my chest level down to about my booty, back to chest. Awesome. Of course, there's a lot of things that I could do here for legs, but because you're brand new to the gym, what I want to do here is just a sumo squat. So I'm going to take my legs just about as wide as the cable, and I'm going to bring my pelvis straight down towards the floor. 1, 2, 3, I'm going to turn so you can see another angle. My pelvis is just coming straight down towards the floor. 1, again, I'm just doing 5. Okay, well, I've done a couple upper body exercises, but I've only done one lower. I want to work my lower, so I'm going to do a calf raise here too. So I'm just going to go toes, heels, toes, heels. 3, 4, 5. Again, you're going to want to do 15 because that isn't going to feel like too much to you. The very last thing I want to do here is I want to work my abs. Everybody wants to work their abs. The biggest thing that I can tell you is it doesn't matter what you do to work your abs as far as strength training is concerned. If you want to see your abs, you need to get real cozy in a calorie deficit. The lower your body fat, the more easy it is to see your abs. And honestly, some people with a very low level of body fat, depending on their genetics, still can't see their abs. So if you can't see your abs, welcome to the real world. Most of us can't. As you can see, you can't see my abs. I've been training for 10 years consistently. I'm very meticulous with my nutrition, and I've had a tummy tuck. You still can't see my abs. No shame, no blame. It's all fine. Now what I'm gonna do is work those abs like I said. I'm gonna grab this little handle. I'm gonna attach it at the midline. So I want this to be like maybe between my belly button and my boobs, but honestly, that's not super important. So if you have it a little high or a little low, it's still gonna work the same. Don't overthink it. As long as you're not having pain when you're doing my movements, you should be fine. If you're lifting 1,000 pounds and something really hurts, we really need to concern ourselves with your form. But when you're lifting light and going through the motions, as long as you're not having pain, you're probably doing just fine. And even if you're not working the exact muscle you're trying to work, I guarantee you're working some. So just don't overthink it, okay? So again, I have this about as light as it can go. I'm going to straighten my arms, take 2 steps out so that the cable doesn't hit the bar. And I'm just going to rotate in alignment. My knees, my hips, my shoulders, everything's gonna rotate through. 1. This is called a cable torso twist at the midline. 2. Remember, everything we do is slow and controlled. 3, 4, 5. Now, I worked this right side, right? I mean, you feel it in your whole body, but I only twisted to the right. So what I need to do is now turn and twist to the left. So again, nice relaxed body, kind of engage my core by just holding it and being aware of it. And then we're gonna twist again. Knees, hips, shoulders, all rotating in alignment. Slow and controlled motion. There's 2, 3, 5. And that's it for today. That's just one circuit. So we call it circuit 1. So what I'm gonna do is go back through that without talking, show it to you so that if you wanted to like speed up to this point just in the gym with your headphones on, it would absolutely make sense to you, okay? So we're gonna do a seated cable row, followed by a knee push-up or a wall push-up if you need to, followed by a tricep pull down, followed by a sumo squat, a calf raise, and then that torso twist. So 6 exercises. If you're brand new to working out, let's say you're gonna do 10. So you're gonna do 10 reps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 sets of 10 reps. So you're gonna do this circuit 3 times total. Every exercise is 10 reps, okay? Here we go. Keeping my back nice and straight, pulling right below my chest. I'm working my back muscles. Seven, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna flip over. I'm going to my knees because I'm able to, but if you need to find a wall, definitely do it. Don't move your neck around. It's really easy to want to kind of look around, see what other people are doing, make sure no one's looking at you. Don't do that. Really, your eyes should be gazing just a little bit in front of your forehead. Your neck wants to stay neutral. We really don't want your neck muscles working, and I have a bad neck, so I'm very conscientious about this with my clients and myself. Okay, here's my 10. Now I'm gonna do my tricep pull down. This is what you're gonna look like in the gym. Elbows are locked in at my sides. The rope is right at my chest. I'm gonna pull down out towards my booty, squeezing the back of my arms with every rep. And 10. Woo, nice job, Terry. I can feel that muscle start to burn. Again, as long as there's no pain, we're never afraid of the burn. We like the burn, okay? Sumo squat. We're gonna pretend like we're a sumo wrestler, take our legs nice and wide, pretend like your toes are pointed out to like 10 and 2 on a clock. We're just gonna bring our pelvis straight down towards the floor. If this is uncomfortable on your knees, we definitely need to come up with a modifier for this. So please don't do it if you have pain in your knees or hips while we're doing it. I actually just posted a video yesterday of a perfect example of brand new to the gym squats. Sitting in a chair and standing up, and exactly where your knees need to be. That was 10. So please go to that video if that bothers your knees, okay? And just sub that variation of the squat in for your sumo. Now we're gonna do our calf raises. Again, 10 reps. That means we're counting to 10. That was always really confusing to me when I started. What does reps and sets mean? So usually it's written as like 3 multiply 10. That means 3 sets of 10 reps. 8, 9, 10. You can hear me. I'm starting to breathe a little bit heavy. That's good. It means I'm working hard. Here we go. We're going to do our cable torso twist here. 10 reps. Man, it feels good to have a body that can exercise and move when I tell it to. Thank you, Jesus. Do my other side. And I'm all done. Okay, remember if you're brand new to working out, I only want you to do 3 sets of 10. We don't need to go crazy and make ourselves so sore that we can't move tomorrow. It's really important that you listen to your body. It's really important that you go home, drink a lot of water, get good rest, and fuel your body well, because it doesn't matter what we do in the gym. If we don't get our nutrition on board, trust me, your body composition will not change. Nutrition is the most important thing if you're trying to lose weight. I'd love to help you with that. If you have any questions or if you like this video or want more of them, let me know in the comments. Have a good day.